There's a few things that make buying and selling properties in Victoria unique, and they can catch a lot of people off guard. So if you're a first-time home buyer, or maybe you haven't bought or sold a home in several years, or maybe you're coming from another market in Canada, then here is what you absolutely need to know about Victoria real estate. First off, Victoria is a small market, not a large one. At any given time, you can look on MLS and see thousands of homes for sale. That might look like a lot at first, but once you actually dial down and say you want a nice waterfront home in Gordon Head, where I am today, or a townhome in Langford that's 1,800 square feet, there's only going to be a handful of viable homes at once. You may have to be patient for the right property to come up and have a very clear picture in mind of exactly what you want, so when it does hit MLS, you can jump on the opportunity. This is where I think it's really beneficial to look at a lot of other properties beforehand so that you have benchmarks to draw from, so when the right property does come up, you can really see the value in that home. Also, keep in mind that the way our MLS system works, properties can remain listed as active and still have accepted offers on them or be subject to probate, which sort of further increases the amount of perceived inventory. Which brings me to the second misconception: it's more competitive than you might think. If you're waiting for a rare property to come up, then chances are so are other people. We have lots of high-end luxury homes sitting on the market, lots of condos, but not much in the middle. Certain segments, even for a down market, will be competitive. For example, detached homes under $1 million, townhomes, and two-bedroom condos in top-rated buildings, these are always going to be in demand. So have your financing in order and always be ready to compete. Even if you're not competing with other buyers, you can potentially still lose the home. Sellers can change their mind at the last minute and withdraw their home for sale while you're distracted trying to close the gap on a few $1,000s. Verbal offers mean nothing, so it's not a deal until it's in writing. This level of competition is also true when selling your home. There's over 1,600 realtors in Victoria, so why not get us to try and compete for your business? There's an age-old saying not to make emotional decisions during the home buying process. That's not always true. Sometimes you have to be emotional to make a purchase. There's a million reasons not to buy a home. When you actually look at the numbers and the costs, they often don't make much sense. I find the people who do the best in Victoria, they don't overthink it. They walk in the door and they fall in love with the home, and they know immediately if this is the one for them. It's a binary yes or no decision, and they don't mind overpaying compared to comparable sales because they love the home, and the extra few $1,000s doesn't really matter in the long term. When it comes time to sell the home, those are the homes that will sell the fastest and in multiple offers because there's something attractive. There's some intangible quality to the home, and the other buyers will pick up on that as well. Our market is better insulated than the rest of Canada. We always have people retiring here, and we have a diverse, strong economy with tech, tourism, and government. It's a powerful combination, and we also have one of the most amazing climates in all of Canada. There's always going to be ups and downs in the short term, but if you have a 5-year plan to hold a property, it's hard to lose money in Victoria's real estate market. Everything is subject to change. With BC's new upzoning policies, there's going to be a lot of new developments and density happening. Pay attention to nearby lots where you're thinking of buying to see what could be developed there in the future. That might affect your property value. A simple Google search is a good place to start. Talk to your municipal hall, see if there's any active or proposed development permits, and even just look at the kind of home that's nearby. If it looks like a tear down, it probably will be torn down at some point in the future. One misconception is that all the professionals that you choose to work with are going to be equal and able to get the job done. This simply isn't true. There's a lot of variation in cost and experience level of the people that you bring in to help you make the purchase, so it definitely pays to shop around. I'll give you an example. If you're buying a condo, you can pay $600 to some inspectors. They won't even leave the unit. They're going to look under the sink, they'll check if the dishwasher works, they'll look for scratches on the floor, but like I said, they won't leave the unit. There's other inspectors in town who are going to go up on the rooftop of the building, they'll go into the parkade, they'll look at the depreciation report and the building's health and financial health as a whole and give you a complete picture of what's going on. This is where having a great realtor in your corner can help because they're going to bring in their entire network of professionals for you to work with as well. And finally, buying and selling real estate in Victoria could be more expensive than you might think. There are many hidden costs to home ownership that are often overlooked, such as insurance costs, special levies on condos, and costs that vary between municipalities, such as property taxes. Getting any work done on the island is very expensive, and good contractors who build their business based on referrals can be booked for months, if not years. Be aware of the costs of home ownership, but don't let it scare you off. remember there's risk to not buying a home as well, so you have to weigh the pros and cons of buying versus renting and waiting on the sidelines forever. I know there's a lot of people out there who tried to time the market, they got priced out, and now they regret their decision, versus people who jumped in, maybe overpaid a bit, but in the long term, they're going to come out ahead. Thanks so much for watching. I would love to hear what you're experiencing out there in the wild world of Victoria, BC real estate. Please leave a comment below. And if you are thinking about buying or selling a home in Victoria, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Bye for now.